49, right down the drain.
You've been out there a long time. You two must be frozen.
We would have finished sooner, but first my shovel quit, and then my son quit.
He didn't quit. I just stopped to talk to Shelley Anderson. She was on her way to the store. I've been trying to say hello to her for the last 2 years. And look at me. The first chance I get, I look like a bullet with cauliflower ears.
Come on in the kitchen. You can thaw yourselves out in a cup of hot chocolate.
Listen, isn't Kenny back from the Cassidys yet?
Not yet. They eat dinner late over there.
I can't wait to get everybody together. Don't anybody else go out until we've had a chance to talk.
What's the big secret? Hey, what are you smiling about, Dad?
Never mind. Wait till I tell you. Sweetheart, would you get off the phone? I'm waiting for a very important call.
I have to get off the phone, but I'll call you right back.
From now on, you and I are going to split the shoveling equally.
It's a deal. You take the winters, I'll take the summers.
You won't have time during the summer. You're too busy not mowing the lawn.
You two really deserve this.
We certainly do. It's very difficult to be in the snow up to your ears.
It wasn't quite that high.
I know, but your mother's here.
I think I'll go in the living room and warm my ears by the fireplace.
I'm afraid we're out of wood.
In that case, I'll go in the den and just sit on the TV set.
That's good. That's good, too.
You're really excited about this job, aren't
Oh,
you?
yeah, I've been waiting for this for almost 20 years.
Ever since you called me today, I haven't been able to think straight. Now, when did you say you have to go down to Atlanta?
Sometime next week. Corcoran's going to call me tonight and let me know.
We're going to have a lot to do when we get down there.
I'll tell you the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to get one of those little signs for my desk that says George M. Platt, Chief Sales Engineer.
I thought we might get a house first.
No, first things first. I can't wait to tell the kids.
Well, if you don't tell them soon, they're going to hear it from the moving man.
Everybody know where my other skate is? I've got to get ready.
Oh, wait a minute, sweetheart. I don't want anybody going out until we've had a chance to talk. And besides, I don't want you skating at the pond at night. You might get hurt.
Well, you don't have to worry. I'm not skating at the pond. I'm skating at Central Park.
In New York? The only place you're safe in Central Park is at the top of a tree. I can't let you go there.
Dad, there's nothing to worry about. The skating rink's all lit up.
So are most of the people in the park. How are you going to get to the skating rink? By parachute?
Andrea, do you want a cup of hot tea?
No, I want to go skating in Central Park.
Listen, let's talk about this later. I have something very exciting to tell you.
What?
I can't tell you.
Terrific.
Hiya, Kenny. Glad you're home.
Hi, Dad. Look at your shoes. Your feet must be frozen.
I can't tell. I can't feel them anymore.
All right, come on in the other room. Come on. I got something very exciting. I got a surprise for everybody.
Wait a minute, Dad.
Why are you saving snowballs?
For Phil Dickerson's face. He hit me with a slush ball today, so I'm going to get him back when he least expects it.
If he knows you're after him, he's going to be expecting it, isn't he?
Not in July.
All right, take off your coat and come on in the dining room. We're going to have a talk.
Dad, I don't want to talk. I want to skate.
All right, skate over here. This is important.
Take off your wet shoes and put them under the radiator.
Mom, whenever I put them by the radiator, they get stiff and curl up. I can't get them on unless I make a fist with my foot.
Muff, would you come in here, please?
I'll be in as soon as the fight's over.
Who's fighting?
Everybody, it's a hockey game.
Muff, come on. I got great news.
Boy, my feet are frozen.
You know, as soon as they thaw out, you have to eat them, otherwise they spoil.
Okay, now listen. Listen to this. I just found out today that my company is giving me a promotion. It's going to mean a lot more money, and I'm going to be in charge of my own department.
Oh, wow! Isn't that great?
Yeah. Now, not only am I going to be involved in selling pumps, but I'm going to be involved in the designing of them.
That's terrific.
Now, there are certain adjustments that we're going to have to make. I'll probably be working longer hours for a while, and I won't get a chance to see you as much.
Well, do you think we'll have enough money to buy a new car?
Yeah, I think so.
Great. The one we have now runs like a loser at a demolition derby.
And now, there is one little hitch. The job is in the Atlanta office.
Atlanta, Georgia? You mean we're going to have to move?
Either that or I'm going to have a very long drive to work in the morning.
Why can't you do this job up here?
No, Corcoran already does it up here.
Well, so let him go to Atlanta.
He doesn't want to go.
Neither do I. Me neither. I'll stay here with Corcoran.
wait a minute. I don't think you understand. This is going to be fun. It's going to be an adventure. We're going to live in a new place with new people.
Dad, I don't want to go to a new place. Well, everything I do is here. Everybody I know lives here. This is where my whole life is.
Look, I don't want you to be negative until you've had a chance to think about this.
Okay, I'll think about it. I'm not going.
Andrea, now just hold on for a minute. You're being unreasonable.
Mom, if we move to Atlanta, I'm not going to live in New Jersey anymore.
Of course not. Neither will the rest of us.
But all my friends are in New Jersey.
You mean this is it, Dad? It's definite?
Yeah, I just have to go there next week and wrap it up.
How could you do that without talking it over with us?
I am talking it over with you. I just found out about it today.
Dad, I like the people I know here, and I like the school that I go to here. Now, what's going to be so great about leaving all of that?
I told you there would be a little hitch.
Yeah, there's a little hitch. It's going to ruin everybody's life.
Wait a second. What about my life? This is a chance for me to be on my own. This is something I need.
Yes, this is something Dad needs, and we all have to help.
How do you expect me to function down there if I come home every night and find my family crying?
Well, you don't have to worry about me crying when you get home, because I won't be there. Can I go to my room?
Yes, if you're going to take that attitude, I'd prefer it.
Don't worry, Dad. I'll be there crying when you get home.
Kenny, it could really be nice down there. You'll make all kinds of new friends.
Mom, it's not that easy to make new friends. I've lived here all of my life, and I've only made one good friend. And he's the one who hit me in the face with a snowball.
Got nothing to worry about. They don't have much snow in Atlanta. On the other hand, someone might hit you in the face with an alligator. Maybe you're better off here.
Thanks a lot, Mom.
Go upstairs and change. Get out of those wet clothes. We'll talk later.
Hey, you know, if we move to Atlanta, I'm going to be the only kid with snowballs.
So, now what?
Well, I think Kenny could adjust, but it's going to be a lot harder for Andrea.
I don't think she realizes how important the job is to you.
How do you feel about it?
Well, I think if the opportunity is there, you ought to take it.
Thank you, Muff.
I can stay here and live off campus.
What do you mean you live off campus?
I can share an apartment with a couple of guys and get a part-time job as a bartender or something.
Fine. You can live off campus, way off campus, in Atlanta.
Muff, you can go to school down there.
Dad, if I transfer down there now, I'll have to take a bunch of classes over again. I just barely passed them the first time.
I don't want you to move away from home, and I'm certainly not going to move home away from you.
Well, maybe it wouldn't be good to set him back a whole year. I mean, that wouldn't be a good thing to do.
I don't want to go to Atlanta without my family.
Maybe you should think about transferring.
Yeah. Well, listen, can we talk about this later? I've got to go out and salt the driveway.
We're talking now.
I got to go outside now, Dad.
What is so important outside?
Shelley Anderson's coming home from the store.
The driveway's that way.
Yeah, I thought I might put on my new coat.
I know why he doesn't want to go to Atlanta. He's afraid that if he can't stand outside in his new coat and salt the driveway, he won't meet any girls.
Look, sweetheart, I know how excited you are about this job, and I am too. It's a terrific opportunity, but I'm beginning to have second thoughts. I'm not so sure I want to go either.
What do you mean?
Well, I think maybe I got caught up in your excitement when you told me about it today. I'm beginning to think there are things we have in New Jersey we're not going to find in Atlanta.
Like what?
Like our children.
Give me a few days. I can work it out with Muff.
Well, it's more than Muff. I don't know. I don't have everything all sorted out yet. Do we have to rush into this? Now, what has Atlanta got to offer besides the job?
Did you know that they happen to have a great symphony orchestra down there?
The Atlanta Symphony is not as good as the one we don't go to here.
Well, I'll tell you one thing we'll have down there. We'll have a house that won't fall apart every winter. A driveway that doesn't have to be salted. And grass that comes up green and smiling. Not brown and laughing at you.
You love this house.
Yes, and I love chili too, and it still gives me a heartburn. Last week, I tried to put the storm windows on. They didn't fit. You know why? This house is swollen.
I don't care if it's black and blue. I don't want to exchange a home for a house.
We can make a home wherever we go.
That's true. But, George, I didn't think, what about my classes? I've put a year toward getting my teaching certificate. I'll probably have to start all over again down there.
What do you want to do? Stay here and live off campus with Muff?
Well, it's just not that easy, starting life all over again. What about our friends? I've known Ginger Morton for 10 years. Do you know what she told me yesterday?
What?
She said that she and Ed lived together for 2 years before they got married.
Yeah? What has that got to do with Atlanta?
Don't you see how long it took for her to feel close enough to say that?
Listen, just because we're moving down to Atlanta does not mean that we're never going to see our friends again. We can come and visit once in a while.
That never happens.
Yes, it does.
Never. Remember when the Jorgensens moved away?
Who?
I rest my case.
Hello? Oh, hi, John. Yes, I've been talking all night with my family about it. They've had a very big reaction to it. Yes, well, you know, there are always a lot of problems, but nothing I can't take care of by next week. Oh, really, tomorrow? No kidding, that soon. No, John, I'm looking forward to it. That's great. Okay, John. Right. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
They want you to go to Atlanta tomorrow, don't they?
They're very anxious for me to get started.
What are you going to do?
How do I know? I got a beautiful family here. I got a great job there. And I got a pain in here that feels like a gas factory.
When we go to Atlanta, do you think we'll go in a plane or a car?
I'm not going unless I'm in a straitjacket.
What don't you like about it?
It's far away from everything down there. It's hot all the time. Everybody talks with a southern accent.
How you doing, honey child? Why don't you go out on the porch with Billy Joe and stuff your face with pecans?
Is it really that bad?
It's horrible. Everybody down there has stupid names. Like Rufus and Buford. Lamar Jean.
Yeah, there's a kid in my class who came from Georgia, and he has a real stupid name.
What is it?
Alfonso D'Annunzio.
Hey, Kenny, have you seen my other fur-lined glove?
Yeah, it was cold last night, so I stuck it in the cage with my hamster.
Thanks a lot. Next time you do that, I'm going to make a bed for him in your mouth.
What am I supposed to do? He was cold.
Take him to Atlanta. It's warm down there.
He might like it, but I'm not so sure I will.
Why? Hank Aaron moved to Atlanta. He didn't mind it a bit.
Why should he? He moved from Milwaukee.
You think we'll be sleeping in the same room together?
We're not. I'm staying here.
You mean you're not going down there with us?
Think of it this way. I'll be sleeping in the next room, but we'll have a 1,200-mile hallway.
You mean they're letting you stay here?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
What is all this? I should have just told them to go pack their bags. That's what my father would have done. My father came home one day and told us we were going to chop down the tree that my treehouse was in. I gave him a very good argument. You know what his answer was? Timber!
But you told them we would discuss it with them.
We can't discuss it forever. I have to get on the plane tomorrow morning, go down there ready to give these people an answer.
Can't you tell the company you need more time?
They've made me the offer of this job because they think I'm a man who can make decisions. What am I going to say? I'm having trouble making up my mind?
Well, it's very difficult to move an entire family.
What's so difficult about it? Some people move every couple of years. People in the army are always moving.
Sure, that's because somebody's standing behind them holding a gun.
So that's it. You really don't want to go. You're dead set against moving.
No, I'm not really against it. I can get a teaching certificate down there. It'll just take a little longer. What I'm concerned about is the kids.
They're not babies anymore. They're almost grown up. We can reason with them.
This whole thing is getting more and more unfair by the minute. First you take a job down in some strange place without telling anybody, and then you want to drag us down there against our will, and then you say that Muff doesn't have to go and he can stay here. Well, I'm going to eat.
That's wonderful. That's a great way to get back at me. Take it out on your body.
Andrea, you're on a diet. Are you absolutely certain you want to eat all that food?
Positive.
Well, that's it, George. She won't come out of her room till spring.
I'm going to have a talk with that young lady.
Boy, wait till you see the way Muff's dressed. He looks like he's going to the opera.
I'll be on the sidewalk.
Aren't you forgetting something?
What?
The salt.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
You got homework?
Yeah, I got to write a paper on how to get kids interested in what you're trying to teach them.
You know what Mrs. Herbert does? She eats onions for lunch every day. Then if you don't pay attention, she comes over and breathes on you.
Well, it looks like you won't have to put up with Mrs. Herbert much longer.
Yeah. When are we going to move?
Well, it'll take a while. First we have to find a new house, and then we have to sell this one.
But I don't want to sell this house. I can't sleep in a strange house. I hear the furniture.
Don't worry. We'll take our furniture with us.
What have they got down there?
In Atlanta? It's a big city. They've got museums, parks.
No, do they really have alligators?
Kenny, Atlanta's a strange place, but people go to strange places all the time, and they do fine.
Not Alfonso D'Annunzio.
Who's he?
Kid in my class who came from Georgia. He talks with a funny accent, and everybody laughs at him and plays tricks on him. They put things in his pockets.
Like what?
Oh, whatever's handy. Used chewing gum, goldfish, cream cheese. The kid's a walking delicatessen.
Andrea,
She's not here.
sweetheart, I know how you feel. I want to talk to you.
You still taking the job?
Andrea, I have to.
She's not here.
Look, Andrea, we're going to discuss this calmly, like two intelligent human beings, or I'm going to break your door down. Now, would you please open it?
You can come in. It's not locked.
Andrea, we have to get together on this thing. Stop eating. I want to talk to you.
I can hear you. I'm not eating with my ears.
You're eating with everything else.
When I get upset, I get anxious. When I get anxious, I eat. After a year in Atlanta, I turned into a 300-pound Georgia peach.
I just came up here because I want to hear your reasons for not wanting to go.
What difference would it make, Dad? Look, no matter what I tell you, if you decide we have to go, I'm going to have to go with you.
If you had a really good reason, I might consider staying.
What would you consider a good reason?
I don't know. Maybe if your health depended on it.
It does. The thought of moving makes me sick.
Andrea, where the father is, that's where the family should be.
Dad, I don't want to go.
All right, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll stay here. I'll keep working for Corcoran, and in about 10 years, we'll have enough money so that we can retire and live in luxury in the back of a 56 DeSoto. Andrea, sweetheart, what's the matter? You crying?
No, I just stuck myself in the eye with a banana.
Come here. Come here,
I'd
sweetheart.
really rather not talk about it anymore.
Look, I'm sorry I upset you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What?
Said it's okay.
You know what this reminds me of? When you were a very little girl, Muff had a dog named Lulu, and she was very old. And the vet said that we would have to put Lulu to sleep, or else she'd be in pain the rest of her life. And I had to make a decision. And then I had to come home and look into Muff's big brown eyes and tell him that Lulu was gone. We both sat on that couch and cried together. I feel like that now.
Does that mean if I don't go to Atlanta, you're going to have me put to sleep?
I don't know what to do. I want to go down there, and I want my family to be happy too. I don't know what to do. Tomorrow morning, I've got to get on that plane and go down there and tell them whether I'm going to take the job or not.
Tomorrow morning? What are you going to say?
I wish I knew.
Dad, please don't say yes. Do you know how hard it would be to leave my friends?
Of course I know. Do you think I want to leave my friends? Do you think I want to leave this house, this town?
Then don't go.
It's not that simple. What would you do if you were in my shoes?
I'd stay.
Would you really? Even if it meant giving up something that you had wanted most of your life?
Yes. Probably. I don't know either. I see what you mean. It's not that easy.
When I think about this job, I get a kind of a hunger in here.
Yeah, that's what happens to me, too.
Can I have some of that?
Did you finish with the sidewalk?
Yeah,
Did you put enough salt on it?
tasted all right to me.
Were you lucky enough to be there when Shelley Anderson went by?
Yeah, if you can call it lucky. She wasn't quite what I thought she was going to be.
I thought you liked her.
You know what she's like, Mom? When I was 8 years old, Grandpa gave me a present for my birthday. I thought it was going to be this really neat toy. But when I opened it up, it was a pair of socks.
What are you talking about?
Well, the package was beautiful on the outside, but inside, it was empty. How's everything going, Dad?
Oh, fine. Andrea doesn't want to go without her friends. Mom doesn't want to go without you. And you don't want to go at all.
I don't want my husband in one place, my son in another, and me flopping back and forth between them.
I think I've got a solution. Let's say I stay here, okay? Now, Mom will stay here to be with me, and if Mom and I stay here, then you'll stay here to be with us. That way we're all together again. Nurse, would you send in my next patient?
That sounds like a good arrangement, George.
Yes, except for the fact that this is something I've wanted all my life.
You've always wanted to go to Georgia?
I always wanted to run my own shop. When somebody else, hey, you, I don't want to be the guy who says, who, me? I want to be the guy who says, yeah, you.
But wouldn't you rather have that here?
Of course.
Then Atlanta isn't what you really want. It's something like what you really want.
You don't understand. It's like being hungry for something.
Well, Atlanta's not going to satisfy you. That's like eating spaghetti out of a can. It's not really spaghetti. It just reminds you of spaghetti.
At this point in my life, I'm perfectly willing to be just reminded of what I want. You're young. You don't know what it's like to wait a long time for something.
I waited 2 years to talk to Shelley Anderson. She turned out to be a can of spaghetti.
What are you talking about?
We're making sense.
Yes, of course you're making sense, but you're not talking to me where it counts. You're talking to my head. You're not talking where it counts in here. You want to reach me, you could talk to me in here.
Dad? Dad, I think we should stay in New Jersey. Hold it. Mom wants to talk. You have to speak up. It's a bad connection.
Will you stop? Don't you know how hard it is to laugh and be miserable at the same time?
George, don't be miserable. Take the job. The kids and I will make the best of it down there, and Muff will come down and visit us 2 or 3 times a year, right?
Right.
There, George. Muff will come down and visit us 2 or 3 times a year. Do I hear 4?
Look, I've got a better idea. I've got an idea that's going to solve everybody's problems, make everybody happy. We'll stay here.
No, we'll work something out. This is what you've been working for all your life.
I know, and I still want it. But there's something else that I've been working for all my life. And it's right here. It's this. It's us.
I had a feeling we might not go to Atlanta, but I didn't know we would not go for such a nice reason. Isn't your father terrific?
Yeah, he is.
Well, then tell your father how terrific he is.
This is your son, Muff. You're terrific.
Going to be warm enough, don't you want to wear your heavy coat?
Mom, I'm only going sledding down the street. I'm not taking an expedition to the South Pole.
Andrea, this is better. You're going to be a lot safer here than in Central Park.
Yeah, you'll be running into trees instead of winos.
At least wear a scarf.
Okay.
Andrea?
Oh, Dad, don't worry. I promise I'll be home early.
Oh, that's nice, but I was just going to say have a nice time.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll be home a little later.
Ooh.
Be careful.
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
This town is so lovely when it's all covered in snow.
Yeah. Looks like all the trees are bundled up in snow.
Oh, look, here comes the snowplow.
Isn't that pretty? Now our driveway's all bundled up in snow. Again. Okay, Muff, get your bench shovel.